Morning class. In this part we will continue our next part of the chapter, that is explanation of evaporation on the basis of molecular model. Now in a liquid, the molecules move in direction within the boundary of the liquid. They exert a small force of attraction on each other. They have a low kinetic energy The average kinetic energy of molecules, the molecule acquire sufficient kinetic energy to overcome the force of attraction between themselves and become free to leave the liquid surface. This is called evaporation. Thus, liquid changes into vapor at a particular temperature by absorption of heat energy. The heat energy absorbed does not change the kinetic energy of the molecule, but it is utilized in doing work against the force of attraction and increasing the separation between the liquids. In this paragraph, it is told that when the water is put in a beaker or a glass, they do not leave the glass. Water do not leave the glass, and they strikes the boundary of the glass. But when heat is supplied to this glass, the average kinetic energy of the molecule of water increases, and this water changes into vapors. And this process is called vaporization, and the liquid changes in vapors at a particular temperature by absorption of heat energy. And this heat energy does not change the kinetic energy, but it is utilized in doing work against the force of attraction, and which work is done? That water is being changed into vapor state. This is the arrangement of liquids on the basis of molecular model. Our next topic is evaporation. Evaporation is another process in which liquid changes into vapors, but here we have to note in evaporation that there is no particular temperature. It can take place at all the temperature. So it says evaporation is another process by which liquid changes into vapor, and the change of a state from liquid to vapor at all temperature from the surface of the liquid is called evaporation. Now things which has to be noted is evaporation take place at all temperature, but evaporation take place at all temperature, but vaporization take place at a fixed temperature. This is the difference between evaporation and vaporization. Now evaporation is a slow and a gradual process, whereas vaporization is a rapid and violent process, because heat is being given directly to the water molecule. In case of vaporization, that is called boiling. Now evaporation take place only at the surface of the liquid, whereas vaporization take place over the entire liquid, that is the liquid start getting boiled. Evaporation has cooling effect, but vaporization does not produce cooling. The process of evaporation can be demonstrated by the following activity. Now we have one activity is given in your book. It says that spray some water on the floor. What will happen after some time? You will see that the water on the floor dries up. Why? Because it has been evaporated in presence of fan or in presence of air in the atmosphere. This is being told in this activity. Next is rate of evaporation. Now rate of evaporation depends upon the following 5 factors, and the first factor is the temperature of the liquid, the area of the exposed surface, the nature of the liquid, flow of air above the liquid, presence of humidity. Now the first part is temperature of the liquid. A wet cloth dries up on a hot day much faster than on a cold day. This you must have been experienced, that when there is a hot sunny day, our clothes dries up very fast because the rays of the sun makes our clothes dries fast. But on the wet days like rainy days, or when there is much humidity, or in uh, winter days, our clothes take time to get dry. Next is, it says that the rate of evaporation is higher if the temperature of the liquid is high. The rate of evaporation will be high if the temperature of the liquid is high. If you give more temperature, the evaporation will take fast. The next is area of the exposed surface. It says that if you put a water in a beaker and keep it under the sun, and if you put a water in a dish, or you can say a bowl, or if you keep this water in a plate, you will see the evaporation will take fast in a plate and in the dish. But in the glass, the evaporation will be very slow because the area exposed is less. So this is what is being told in this factor, that a cloth dries up faster if it is spread out than if it is folded up. Thus, the rate of evaporation increases if the area of the surface exposed increases. If you increase the exposed area, the evaporation will also be increased. Here they have taken the example of clothes, and we have taken the example of water in the different containers. The nature of liquid. Now this is very important. There are some liquids which are volatile in nature, such as alcohol, spirit, ether, etc. evaporates much faster than water. This is why the volatile liquids are stored in tightly closed bottle. It says that volatile liquids. Now what are volatile liquids? Volatile liquids are such as alcohol, wine, spirit. Spirit is a material which we use in removing our nail polishes. And the next one is ether, and there are many more. Because they are volatile in nature, volatile means if you just keep that substance open, it will evaporate on the surface of it will evaporate in this atmosphere because of their volatile nature. This is why these liquids have tight bottles. These liquids have tight caps in the bottle. The next is flow of air above the liquid. If the air is blown above the liquid surface, it moves away the vapors of liquid with it, so the liquid evaporates more quickly. This is why to cool the milk we blow air above. It says that flow of air above the liquid. If the air flows above the liquid cools down very fast. And they have taken a simple example of a milk taken in a glass, and you just keep that glass under the fan. You will see that after some time the milk which is in the glass is being cooled because of evaporation. The next part is presence of humidity. Humidity is you can see in the everyday's news about the humidity, about the weather. In dry air, the evaporation is faster than in humid air. Humid air is the air which is full of moisture, containing moisture, that is water. This is why the wet clothes dries faster in winter. This is why the wet clothes dries faster in winter, because in winter the air is dry than in a rainy season, and in rainy season we have very much humidity. That is why the clothes take time to dry, and in winter it dries faster because of the rays of the sun and because of the air which is wet in nature. Next is the explanation of evaporation on the basis of molecular model. Again, molecular model means arrangement of molecules within the matter. In a liquid, molecules are in motion, as we all know, within its boundary. They collide with each other. During the collision, some molecules below the surface of liquid acquire sufficient kinetic energy to overcome the force of attraction of the other molecules, and the intermolecular spacing increases. Such molecules move to the surface of liquid and they absorb heat from the surrounding, so as to escape out in the atmosphere with the surrounding air molecules. This process is called evaporation. Now they have explained evaporation on the basis of molecular model. As we all know that the liquid, the arrangement of molecules, the intermolecular spacing is more than solid, and the molecules collide on each other, and when they are exposed they gain sufficient kinetic energy to overcome the force of attraction of the other molecules, and the intermolecular spacing increases among the molecules, and that is why the liquid start evaporating from surface to surface, and this is called evaporation on the basis of molecular model. Next part says that evaporation produces cooling. Now how we can understand this, that evaporation produces cooling? It says in this paragraph that a little alcohol or spirit is poured on the palm. It gives soothing, or you can say cooling sensation. You can experience this by putting some spirit, or you can say that nail polish remover in your hand, and you rub it in your palm. You will see the cooling effect of that spirit. If some alcohol or a spirit is poured on a cotton or a wool wrapped around a bulb of a thermometer, the reading of the thermometer falls down. It will show very less, or a reading below the normal in the thermometer. This shows that the cooling is produced when the liquid evaporates. When this cotton will come under the experience of the atmosphere, when it will be exposed to the atmosphere, this liquid will start evaporating, and which will cause fall of temperature in the thermometer. The reason of producing cooling in evaporation is that when liquid changes into vapors, it requires heat. This heat is supplied by the surrounding of the liquid, that is the atmosphere, that is where it is being used, like palm. If it is used in palm, or you can say hand, or cotton wrapped around a thermometer in the above example which is given, this results in the fall of temperature, and this fall of temperature shows that evaporation produces cooling in the surrounding. Also you can experience this cooling process when you take bath in the morning, and without drying up your body, if you just stand under stand under fan, you will see that your body is getting cooled. Why? Because the droplets which is being there in the body, which is there in the body, start getting evaporated from the body when it comes to when it comes in contact with the fan. So we experience a cooling sensation in our body. This is also one of the example of evaporation produces cooling. Now we have different applications of evaporation which you have experienced in your life, and the first one is, in summer water get cooled in earthen pot, that is called surahi. The reason is that water seeps out through the pores in the pot and it evaporates. The latent heat required for evaporation is taken from water inside the pot, which is therefore gets cooled. Because the earthen pot, which is called surahi, it is having a small pores, and from that pores, when it comes to the contact with the atmosphere, it produces cooling, and this it causes evaporation, and this evaporation causes cooling, and that is why the water inside the surahi is cool, is getting cooler and cooler. Next application is, doctor advised to put the strip of wet cloth on the forehead of a patient having a high fever. The reason is that water of the strip evaporates because of the temperature of the body is high. That is why the water of the strips evaporates, and thus it makes the body cool when it comes to the contact with the wet water strips. Our next part is, we often pour tea in a saucer, or you can say in a plate or a bowl, to cool it faster, because you have exposed the surface area of this tea from mug or teapot to saucer or a dish whose surface area is more than the surface area of teapot, and that is why it causes evaporation, and because it causes evaporation, so it causes cooling, and because it causes cooling, our tea gets cooler faster. The next part is, evaporation of sweat from the body helps to maintain the body temperature. Normal body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius, or you can say 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. When sweat evaporates, it requires heat which takes away from our body. As a result, temperature falls to keep at 37 degree Celsius. Next part is evaporation. Difference is being given on evaporation and boiling, which you have to read by yourself. We have already discussed this, that evaporation is a slow process and boiling is a rapid process, or you can say it's a fast process. It takes place at the surface of the liquid, and it takes place in the whole of the liquid. It takes place at all temperature. No temperature is required in evaporation, but in boiling it takes place at a particular temperature, that is 100 degrees Celsius for water. Next one is, temperature of the surrounding falls because of evaporation, but in case of boiling, the temperature of the surrounding remains at constant, that is, it will be remain at a fixed temperature. Next, it shows the sublimation and deposition, which we have already covered. Again, we will revise this. Sublimation is when solid directly changes into vapors without getting changed into liquid. When heat is supplied by the absorption of heat into gaseous state, this process is called sublimation, and the example is camphor, naphthalene balls, iodine. And deposition, or you can say solidification, is the reverse process of sublimation, and deposition is the reverse process of sublimation, and sublimation reverse process is deposition. It is a process when vapors or a gas or on cooling changes directly into solid without getting changed into liquid. This process is shown by this chart. You can see solid, when it is heated, it directly changes into vapors on heating, and this process is called sublimation, and this vapors is being collected, which is again changed into solid when it is getting cooled. Now some examples are given in your book is as ammonium chloride, iodine, camphor, naphthalene, solid carbon dioxide. They directly change their vapors. They directly change into vapors, and when their vapors are being cooled, they change into solids. Now what thing we have to note in this? Carbon dioxide gas, when cooled, converts into solid carbon dioxide, which is called dry ice. And sometimes sublimation also take place without heating. For example, naphthalene balls or mothballs, which is put in the sweaters when they are kept in a box. We put these sweaters with naphthalene balls so that they do not carry insect, which is called moth, which used to protect woolen clothes from insects, directly changes into vapors, and with this with time they become small in size, and after a long period of time it vanishes because they are sublime in nature, so their size keeps on decreasing day by day. The process of sublimation and decomposition can be easily demonstrated by this activity, which is shown here. What they have done here is they have taken a solid ammonium chloride and they have taken this funnel, which is being inverted, and it is closed from the top with a cotton piece. Now when the heat is given to this ammonium chloride, this start getting changed into vapors, and this vapors is being collected within the boundaries of this funnel pipe, and this is the example. This is the activity which is shown for sublimation and decomposition of ammonium chloride. Next part is the explanation of sublimation by molecular model. In some solid, the intermolecular forces of attraction are weak. In such solid, on heating, the molecules acquire sufficient kinetic energy to overcome the force of attraction and they become free to move, and thus their intermolecular separation becomes very large and they change into vapors. One example, here we have taken ammonium chloride, and another one is naphthalene balls, which is very much sublime in nature. As they come in contact with the nature, as they come in contact with the atmosphere, this intermolecular spacing becomes very, very large, and they are free to move from one place to another, so they changes into vapors, and this whole process is called sublimation, which is being explained on the basis of molecular model. Thank you.